Other side. Actually, so this is massive. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security paid nearly $700,000 to a counterterrorism NGO to intercept and divert Twitter X traffic away from specific individuals in the manosphere. Those people were the Rational Male, Cobra Tate, Fresh and Fit Pod, among others, whatever podcast, were specifically named as targets. The DHS Department of Homeland Security TVTP grant funding was given to Arizona State University, home of the McCain Institute. The purpose of the grant was to design a native tool to be used on Twitter to effectively suppress individuals in the manosphere by diverting their audiences away from their content towards counter-messaging content, websites, podcasts, and creators curated by the McCain Institute to counter quote-unquote hate speech and misinformation. The U.S. government has named the manosphere as one of the biggest terror threats facing the U.S. They claim this broad network is the main cause of extremely isolated acts of incel-related violence. The conflation, hold on, okay. The conflation of incels with the broader manosphere as a justification for targeted counterterrorism operations, which can include aggressive surveillance and censorship, is part of a disturbing trend. The ever-broadening definitions of terrorism and extremism put forth by the U.S. government poses a very real threat to the constitutional rights of law-abiding citizens. Even worse, the grant application resulting reports suggest a large-scale collaboration of tech giants, NGOs, and U.S. government agencies to design and implement tools to counter hate and disinformation by diverting web traffic from specific individuals and communities deemed harmful. What is a harmful content according to the U.S. government? White supremacy, anti-government views, foreign terror organizations, i.e. ISIS, and the manosphere are the top 4 terror threats according to the McCain Institute. And we'll look at this. So this is them saying, we aim to target the manosphere, and scroll down. And so basically they'll like try to divert this shit to, oh, and Nick, can you tab over to the actual thing, to the PDF?
To positive male
Can you scroll up? So wait. No, stay there. So this is like, how many pages is it? 73-page report. Funded by the Department of Homeland Security. This is a federal, it's one of the 3-letter fucking organizations, 3-letter, misogynistic extremism, the manosphere and the mainstream social media. I need to scroll up on this, Nick, and make it bigger for me, can you? Make it bigger. Now, I need you to do Control F and search whatever podcast.
You're on there, are you?
Okay, scroll up just a tad so I can read the title. Up. That's the wrong. That's down, motherfucker. Here, X out of the search. Make it bigger. Scroll. Make it bigger. Make it one more bigger.
I think they could see.
That's good. Women in the service of male supremacy, exploring female-supported extreme misogyny on mainstream social media platforms. And then there's a bunch of blah, 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 blah. Stop there. The algorithm-curated recommendation discovery feeds of any social media app may have served you up a tweet from the notorious manosphere influencer Andrew Tate lamenting the purported abominable state of masculinity in the West, or a video from the whatever podcast mocking the body count, that is, the number of sexual partners someone has had of the unforgivably emancipated modern woman.
You're doing something.
I love this. This is great. And
Guys,
I can't believe this is my
This is my NWA. This is my FBI NWA moment. The Department of Homeland Security has funded woke activists, feminists at ASU to deliver a report to them to do
criminology.
To do like actual actionable things.
I'm taking a class
because I talk about body count. Oh no, the horror. The horror.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do what?
That's not what it's about. It's because incels are a mass terrorist.
Whoa.
They only thought of the whatever.
Yeah. What are you talking about? We are literally in Isla Vista. We're in what? 7 to 12 people.
We're not going to talk about.
Well, incels the word's already brought up on the screen, so that's not
Yeah,
POS
but
if
bro,
you already
like this is like a dating.
It's a
no.
I get whatever. If anything, whatever.
Bro,
is
do you
more
realize
the
how
light
crazy?
side of it is?
Kiko,
It's a real issue, though.
Kiko, you've been on this podcast a bunch of times,
and you never let me talk about this, and it's like actually my one passion that I research.
Okay, but cool,
often.
but bro, this is like a fairly granted. We have some like.
That's why you were only mentioned once in that whole discography.
Yeah, but that's crazy.